Hello everybody, my name is Raymond Adamick, and the purpose of this video is to let everybody know about my new book that I've written. It's called I'd Rather Be in Golden Oak, Florida, an overview and tour of Walt Disney World's new new residential and resort community. During this video, I plan on saying why I wrote this book and what it's about. So here we go. Golden Oak, Florida is a resort and residential community that is in the northeast corner of the Walt Disney World property. Yeah, my book has a long title. Actually, I originally had it as I'd Rather Be in Golden Oak, Florida, Walt Disney World's new residential community, but it also has the Four Seasons resort in it, so I had to add the resort part to the title. So Golden Oak, again, it's on the Walt Disney World property, the northeast corner of it, and it contains basically two sections: the resort part, which is the Four Seasons Orlando, and also the residential part that's where people live. It was announced by Disney in about June of 2010, and they've been building it out ever since. Originally, they planned on having the Four Seasons Orlando and then about 450 residences. Since then, they built the Four Seasons Orlando, and they've reduced the number of residences to approximately 290. I think as of this time, they've probably built about half those residences. But people do live there, and it's not a timeshare or anything. It's their houses. So people are there. They do live there. Actually, I stayed at the Four Seasons Orlando on opening night. That was on August 3rd, 2014. That was a Sunday night, and then went to Monday morning. Actually, I'll switch to why I wrote the book. One is I love Walt Disney World. I was there when I was a kid, decades ago, back in the 70s, and it was love at first sight, and it was just, there was not enough, wows and galleys to describe it. So it's been with me ever since. Actually, I hated coming home. I live in Ohio, and it was just such a difference going from Florida to Ohio, and it's like I wanted to go back down there and just really stay there. Why I wrote the book still. One of the reasons I wrote the book was because there's no other book like it on the market right now. Golden Oak is Disney's, I believe, second entry into the real estate market. I believe their first entry into the real estate market was Celebration, Florida. So I kind of consider Golden Oak and Celebration to be sister communities. Plenty of people have written books about Celebration, and to me it seemed like a logical step to write one about Golden Oak. And I wanted to be the first person to author a book about Golden Oak. So that's what I did. It took me about 2 years of part-time work on the book. It is on Amazon.com, and it's under, if a person can remember my name, it's a lot easier than remembering the name of the book. But it's under, if you do a search on Amazon.com of my name, Raymond and space Adamick, Adamic, it'll pretty much bring you to the book. I've got my iPhone here. I've got the page here. See if I can bring it to you. That's what it'll look like. Actually, that's my license plate with the frame. That's what the title page looks like, and so that's if you're interested, have a look on Amazon.com, or if you know I'll have everything in the description of this video, the title. I'd rather be in Golden Oak, Florida, an overview and tour of Walt Disney World's new residential and resort community. But my friends, I let them know, they can remember my first and last name. Of course, they know my first. They can remember my last name. It takes them right there. Why else? I wrote the book. I took a tour of Golden Oak, Florida. I took the tour back on the same day that I stayed there at the Four Seasons Orlando, and it's pretty nice. Me and the real estate agent Anna. I mean, it just, as soon as you drive into the parking lot, they actually have music piped in, and it's the atmosphere is just, it's pretty nice. Even the real estate center is just, every surface is just, it's either marble or granite. I mean, it's every surface is just perfectly textured. It's craftsmanship that it's like you have a hard time thinking to yourself, how do I improve this? It's just it's improved to practical perfection. So me and Anna and I took a tour of the residential community there, and mostly I think it was Marceline was the neighborhood. Golden Oak is actually composed of 7 neighborhoods that have already been parceled out. 2 I think are on the drawing board to be parceled out later at their future development. So we took a tour of the neighborhoods, of the Summer House, which is the recreational center there for the residents only. Four Seasons Orlando actually is open to the public, of course, including the restaurants. If you just want to eat there, that's fine. If you want to stay there, that's it's the rooms, of course, open to the public. Summer House is not. That's for residents only. We took a tour of Summer House. Finally, we took a tour of the model home there, which at the time was the name of the home is Venezia, which I think roughly it's Venice in Italian, something like that. Actually, I'm putting in names of the books. Names of the residences in my book. That's the current task I'm doing right now. And anyways, we took a tour of Venezia, and it's pretty nice. I mean, it just once again, it's like you find yourself asking, how can I improve this? And it just pretty much everything is perfect the way it is. There's no room for improvements really that I can think of. It has a swimming pool that's enclosed by the house, the residence actually, and it's basically your own private courtyard. So again, please have a look at my book. I will put everything in the comments below in the description. If you have any comments or suggestions for me, I'm welcome to all of them. So again, please look at the book. Please have a look at it on Amazon.com, and hopefully we will see each other again. Thank you.